Hey YouTube, it's Sharice here. Long time no see. It is the 19th. Yeah, lots of things have happened since I've last recorded, but we're going to focus on some new products today. I have the Jouer foundation. I originally bought it in the deepest shade, but I have their newer shade. So we're going to be testing it out today, and the shade I'm going to try out that's the old one, is the shade Hi Mahogany. And I'm kind of in a rush. I've been trying to get faster at doing my makeup, and I feel like I finally got it down packed. So this is my face, moisturized. I haven't primed yet. The primer that we're going to use today, since I'm trying out a new foundation, I should probably use like one of my favorite primers. We're going to go in with the Ulta brand mattifying face primer. I love if I can get it out. I have so much stuff on my vanity. Like, I've gotten a lot of new products. I don't know if you see my hair clips, but I did makeup and hair for a wedding, so I got some like fancy little hair clips. You know what? I'm having issues getting that primer out. So we're going to go in with another one of my favorite primers, and that is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer. But yeah, so I've been super busy like the past few weekends. Even though I don't even have cleavage. Let me just make sure I'm covered. So yeah, my friend got married. We went to college together. She plays the flute. I played saxophone. We were in band together. She's a good person, and so I didn't feel bad like doing the makeup for her wedding. You know, like it didn't conflict with my conscience. It wasn't like I like low-key like didn't like her or anything. I actually really enjoy her company and enjoy her as a person, and I wanted to help her save money on her wedding because we all know weddings are expensive. So the rates that I charged her were very, very, very low for the quality of my work, because I know she just, she went to undergrad with me, and then she went straight from undergrad and got her master's degree, and I don't know her family's financial situation. I know they're not like, they're pretty much kind of like my family, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if she had to take out loans or anything, and I just wanted to make it was more about the experience for her than the money for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I charged her very, very affordable rates, and she graciously paid me about 3 to 4 times what I asked her for, and everything turned out absolutely beautiful for the wedding. But that was my first time doing that many people for a wedding, like full faces and hair. And I really enjoyed it, and I can, see myself doing that more often, even though it's extremely tiring. I feel like I'm still recovering. So I did the bride, I did her little sister, I did her maid of honor, and I did another bridesmaid. So I did 4 people's hair and makeup for a wedding. I was there from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. because I just stayed because I was invited to the wedding because I actually know her, And I did touch-ups and things in between pictures and just throughout the day, if curls started to fall or they just wanted slight changes. It was a really, really fun experience. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. Like, I can see myself doing that honestly, I can see myself doing that full time because I really love weddings. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of this NYX Angel Veil. I've been really liking this primer. I got it specifically for my brides because I've heard so many good things about it. Or the wedding people, the bride and the people in the wedding. But I'm only going to use just a little bit, because a little bit of this goes a long way, I've learned. So we're just going to do 2 little dots right there. What else has happened during spring break? I worked a lot during spring break. I worked every single day of spring break except for Wednesday. I worked at least 6 hours each day. So I didn't really get a break, which is why I'm still kind of tired now. And I've just decided that I just need to start getting ready faster, and like I'm not having been waking up as early. I've been sleeping in a little bit more and just trying to make it work. So yeah, that's me. Okay, we are primed. My face is feeling very smooth and ready for foundation. So I'm going in with the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation in the shade Mahogany. This is one of their newer, deeper shades. This one was described as for deep skin with, I think, golden undertones and subtle red undertones. I think something like that. I don't know. I could probably look it up and tell you, but just know that this is the shade Mahogany. It's a newer, deeper shade. So yes, I'm making everything work. Working so many jobs, but I love working. That's the thing. Like, I'm not complaining about working. I am a little tired. Like, I probably do need to take a couple days to actually like rest and do nothing. But you know, yeah. So this is the little bottle. It comes in this huge box. I'm sure you've seen the box. I think I kept mine. Did I? To show you guys what it looks like. I sure did. I've been trying to keep boxes. So this is the box that the foundation comes in, which is comparable to the size of my face, kind of. I have a very long face, a very large forehead. Yeah, it's like the size of my forehead. This is huge box, fancy, very fancy box for this tiny foundation. I'm not going to read to you all the claims. You can watch other people's videos about all the claims. But basically, it's supposed to be full coverage, lightweight, has really good ingredients in it, in a nutshell. Oh, I forgot to shake it up. Let's shake it. So we're going to do 3 pumps to start with. Wait, is this the right shade? No, this is the wrong shade. I was like, wait, this doesn't even look like the right shade. That's okay. Look at me being off. I'm telling you, like, I'm still so tired, and like the kids can tell. They're like, Miss Tisha, wait, what? I've been forgetting what I've been saying and stuff. The kids, they're so funny. They're so kind too. They're like, we know you're tired. We're tired too. We want to be home. And they're so funny. All right, that was the wrong shade. So we're going in with mahogany. The first shade I originally got was espresso, but as you can see, it's too light. It like looks gray on my skin. We're only gonna do 3 pumps of this because it's supposed to be really full coverage. So yeah, I also have some chai tea here. Oh yeah, the shade looks so much better. Ooh, I just hope it doesn't get darker. It looks really pretty. I was concerned that it was gonna be a little bit too dark, but no, it looks good. I don't know if you can tell that it blends super easy. I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush, a number 113, from one of my favorite brush sets from them. It's the black with the gold accents. It's a 10-piece brush set where the face brushes and the eye brushes look identical. The eye brushes are just smaller versions of the face brushes. I love that set. This is, like I said, the number 113 brush. Wow, this really glided on and blended very quick, very easy, and I am loving the shade. I thought it was going to be too dark, but it looks really good in person, bruh. We'll see how this holds up today. This might be like a new fave if it holds up. The coverage is full. Like, I'm only going to need this 1 layer. I don't need to add any more pumps. I could probably get away with 2, but 3 is good. 3 pumps is good. Again, I have shade mahogany. I believe there's like at least like 5, 6, maybe even 7 shades darker than the one that I'm wearing on my face right now. So yeah, they have 50 shades in it, in this foundation. So I'm sure that you can find a shade. Wow, I'm quite impressed right now with how it's blending and the shade I chose. It's really hard for me to choose shades online. I usually end up going too dark. But lately I've been pretty good. And I've decided that Fenty 440 is my exact shade. I've been wearing it a little bit more, and it actually does match me pretty well. It's just, yeah, that's the closest shade to my skin tone. So if you want a reference, I wear Fenty 440. I'm a Maybelline Cocoa, like 360 Cocoa, or what is it called? 360 Mocha Maybelline. Used to be Cocoa, and some of their older foundations was Cocoa. That's like my exact skin tone shade. 520G and Huda Beauty also. Wow, this looks really good, guys. Oh, if you want to see pictures of the wedding party I do have some unedited pictures that I took on my iPhone on my Instagram. But I cannot wait for the professional photos to come out. Like, I told somebody, I was like, I'm so proud of my work. I'm going to post pictures of her wedding in my house, and I'm not in any of the pictures. Like, I'm just going to have a picture of her bridal party up in my house somewhere. And yes, thank you for the compliment on, like, the color match. This color match is so perfect. I wish you could see. And, like, the bathroom light, the lighting that I have kind of changes it a little bit. But bruh, this color match looks good. So we need to go ahead and set it. Every day for school, I haven't really been wearing eyeshadow, but I feel like wearing eyeshadow today. I have duty today because it's a Thursday, so I gotta try to not be late, but I'm kind of almost late every day. I know that's bad. Not by much, but like 5 minutes-ish. Usually 5 minutes or less, almost every day. Wiping off my earrings from foundation. Yeah, this color is really, really good. There you go, you can kind of see it. It's really good. Mahogany, I see you. It's so pretty, the shade. I'm impressed right now. But let's go ahead and set it, and we need to see how long it lasts throughout the day. I have so much stuff on my vanity, if you want to call that, my bathroom sink countertop. What have I been using to set my makeup? What have I been using? I've been using a lot of pressed powders because I find pressed powders are faster than loose powders, but loose powders give me a more flawless airbrushed finish. So we're gonna go in with Coty Airspun in the shade Suntan. It's the darkest of the Coty Airspuns. And I'm just gonna not even dump any into the cap. There's already some kind of on the sifter part of it, like when you open it. And I've been taking a flat top brush. This has been my favorite method. I have been not really using sponges at all. I like to take a flat top brush and the powder, and I'm literally just gonna go in and start pressing it into the skin with a flat top brush. I feel like I said flat top brush a bunch just now. And I'm just lightly coating the entire top of my brush. I go in and I press it into my skin. And this is going to give you a beautiful, look how like flawless that area looks and smooth. It's going to give you a very flawless, like airbrush smooth finish. If you feel like you need to add more, go ahead and add more. And I really like this shade of Coty Airspun powder because it's like a pinky salmon-y color. It's on the pink side. It's deeper than like translucent extra coverage. So I feel like it helps to also brighten. Since you guys know I don't really wear concealer ever. I don't know the last time I wore concealer. It's been probably over a year. I don't really wear concealer. I feel like it's just an extra unnecessary step to me. I mean, because I don't have dark circles, you know. I have hyperpigmentation around the perimeter of my face, which is why I love high coverage foundations, you know. So do what works best for you and your skin. I don't need concealer, so I don't wear concealer. But I feel like the tone of this powder helps to brighten and add dimension to my face since I don't conceal or highlight with concealers. I highlight and basically add shape and dimension with powders. And you'll see that this is instantly going to mattify, set the makeup in place, and like I said, patting a loose powder in really gives you that beautiful airbrush flawless finish. And I'm using small amounts of really building it up. So I don't really bake either. I more like press it in. Like I said, this is the best way to get a flawless finish. And I need to make sure I do my nails because that's where I get most oily. I feel like the last time I recorded, my skin was going crazy and breaking out, but now we have it pretty much under control after like a week and a half of different skincare masks and treatments. I finally got my skin back to its nice, smooth state. I'm still working on getting rid of my hyperpigmentation and acne scarring though. Okay, so you see I'm really like pressing this powder in. And anywhere where you have pores or you get oily, just go in with a little bit more. Like I'm using very light amounts, like gently covering my brush and pressing it in. No swiping, swiper no swiping, because that's gonna move your base. We don't want that. And I kind of do my whole face lightly with this powder as well. All right, so after you have the high points of your face, especially your under eyes and your lids, because this is how I prime my lids for eyeshadow. I don't use eyeshadow primer. I feel like that's another unnecessary step. Like, save your coins. You don't really need all the stuff that people be using, okay? Like I said, do what works best for you and your skin concerns. I'd rather spend money on high-end foundations because I have all that hyperpigmentation and acne scarring. Don't wear concealer. Don't highlight with concealer. I can just do it with powders. And I use a combination of drugstore and high-end powders just depending on what I need to do. So, for the perimeter of my face, I've really been loving my Black Radiance powders, guys. Or L'Oreal or NYX. But ooh, the color is just so nice. I really kind of don't want to change it. We're going to go in with this Rimmel London transparent powder, I think. Let's see how much this changes the color. And I use the same brush as well. Okay, yeah, so it's actually showing up transparent. We're gonna go with a little bit of this to further set the rest of my face because I kind of don't want to use a colored powder on the perimeter because I really like the shade of the foundation. This is also gonna help with oil control and shine. So I'm using the same brush and just kind of going over my entire face now, even going over the parts that have already been set with the Coty Air Spine. Ooh, I've been going for 15 minutes, so I think that means we're at like 6:45 a.m. now. The Black Radiance foundation, I don't really have an exact shade in that one, but I do like that foundation, but I just haven't used it. I have other ones that I like more and I prefer more, but I love their pressed powders. Like I have at least probably, I'm going to say probably 8 to 10 of these all around, and all of them I've hit pan on. Like you can see, this one I've hit pan on. I love their pressed powders. I love their pressed powders, and I love their little contour kit that they have. I just got a new one, but I'm trying to get through some products before I open other stuff. And don't forget to get your like all the way up to your hairline, and this is why pressing and patting is important, because I'm going over my edges, which are already laid from yesterday. I didn't relay them today, but I'm literally pressing that translucent powder over the edges of my hair too to make sure that area is fully set. Also, don't forget your chin. I took over my ears as well, which means my earrings got dirty again, probably. My little star earrings. All right, so now my face is set. If you feel like you're too light, which I don't, or that you need to do some additional setting, you can use a colored powder. I'm gonna use just a little bit. I'm gonna go on with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder in Chai 26. This is one of my favorites. I'm gonna use a bigger brush to apply this. I need to wash all my brushes from the wedding still, so they're all like in a pile, and I use the same brushes that I use, so kind of limited on brushes, but we're gonna use this brush right here. It's a blush brush, and I have used it for blush, so I'm just gonna wipe it off and make sure there's no like pink or anything on it. We should be okay. And I'm gonna take just a little bit of this Bare Pro powder, again in the shade 26 Chai. I'm just gonna lightly dust that kind of in the contours of my face, just to have a little bit of a colored powder, but it literally, you can't even see it because I did really good on the shade matching. Now, if I turn all these lights off, because I do have a bright light on so you guys can see what I'm doing, and I'm like too dark, I'm gonna be mad. But I feel like I'm good, honestly, because yeah, I feel like I'm good. And basically I'm almost using this like a contour, but it's literally the same exact shade as my skin. But yeah, I do like to layer my powders, but I do it lightly so that I don't get cakey. Like if you were to see me in person, I don't look cakey at all. I just look very matte. My skin looks kind of fake because of how matte it is, and that's personally, that's my preference. I like to be very matte because I have more oily skin. I should start saying I have like normal to oily skin, because that's more true. With all my skincare that I've been doing, my skin is more on the normal side than oily. It's just that when I sweat on my nose. As you can see, I'm really going over my forehead because I have a large forehead, so I'm making sure to bring this colored powder all the way down on my forehead, basically to my brows, to diminish the highlight that kind of was in the center from the Coty Air Spun. All right, we are done with powder. My face is set. I'm gonna throw this little sponge that it comes with away. I don't use those. All right, so next, after I do my foundation, I tend to highlight. I didn't think about what highlighter I want to wear today. Oh, we're going to use the Beauty Bakerie Coffee and Cocoa palette. This just came in to me yesterday. I do plan to order their foundation, but I want to watch a few people do reviews on it before I order it so I don't get the wrong shade. And I know I'm probably either shade 9 or 11. I finally narrowed it down. At first I thought I was shade 7 to 11, but now I've narrowed down to 9 or 11. I'm just going to check the time real quick. Wait, is that what time it is? That ain't right. Oh yeah, 5:56. Okay, we're doing good. So with this palette, it's called the Coffee and Cocoa Palette, Better Not Bitter. It's from Bakerie, which is a Black-owned brand. And I think it's supposed to be like a blush, highlighter, contour palette. Again, it looks like this. It's really, really cute packaging. Looks like that, and it comes with 4 shades. So we're going to use You're Grounded to highlight my face, which is this one right here. I'm going to go in with one of my favorite brushes to highlight. It's from the BH Cosmetics in collaboration with It's My Ray Ray number 5 brush. I'm just going to wipe off whatever highlights on it. I have like a tissue paper towel right here. I use this to like clean my brushes in between use. Yes, it does look like a box of chocolate. It's really cute. It's supposed to be like coffee and chocolate. They have little Hershey's Kisses in here. It's really cute. There's just not a mirror, which is fine with me. I don't really care about that stuff. All right, let's get going. Highlight, like I said, I'm using the shade You're Grounded. It's a beautiful, like, deep gold shade. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's pretty. Boom. So I also got this in there, Do It for the Gram eyeshadow palette, and I plan to get the foundation. Maybe one day I'll get the flower powder, but I just don't see, like, I have so many drugstore powders that work really well that I don't want to pay high-end, like, higher prices for powder. Anymore. But this You're Grounded shade is working beautifully as a highlight on my skin, and I'm applying it quite heavily. I do like very highlighted skin. So I kind of just like apply it almost like to my entire cheek bone area and cheek. And as you can see, it's beautiful. It's bright. It's literally like one dip just did my whole cheek. And normally for every day at school, I would do everything you're seeing me do now, minus eyeshadow, but we're going to throw on a simple eyeshadow look today. I don't know what I'm going to wear today, but I know I want to wear a dress because that's easiest. And I shave my legs so I can actually wear a dress. And yeah, but normally I just wear mascara on my eyes to school nowadays. But I felt like being fancy today and trying out some new products with you guys because I have so many new products I'm trying out, especially the foundation. But yeah, this is really, really pretty. I don't know what color dress. I might wear the dress I actually wore to the wedding today because it's my favorite color. My favorite color is green. I like emerald. Well, I like all shades of green, but I really like emerald green, or like, I guess, Kelly green. Like the primary color green, basically. But I don't know what dress I'm going to wear. I have so many dresses. It's a little ridiculous. But it's not really practical for me. Like, I thought I was going to be a middle school band director. Dresses are not the most practical for an elementary music teacher because I have grades kindergarten through 2nd grade. They sit on the carpet, and I sometimes sit on the carpet with them depending on what activity we're doing because I like to be on their level with them. You know, it's just easier. And I feel like it makes me more inviting. Like, they're more prone to ask questions if I'm, like, sitting down with them instead of, like, elevated above them. Okay. So, we are highlighted. This shade is quite beautiful. I literally put it everywhere. I'm just using whatever's left over now to just go crazy. Okay. Next, I normally do my brows. We're going to come back to this palette maybe. I don't know. There's a shade in here that you can use for a contour, but I'm scared because it's very shimmery. So I think that's the only thing. Well, I guess I could use a little bit of this Livin' La Vida Mocha color. We can use that as a little bit of a blush. This pretty like reddish shade. And I'm going to go back to that brush. This is the Ulta Beauty blush brush. I use this for the powder that had color to it, the Bare Minerals powder. We're going to use a little bit of this as blush. Ooh, wow, that's really pigmented. Wow, that's really pretty. Whoa. I just lightly tapped in there one time. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's my neighbors above me peeing. That trickling sound you hear. And it's really strange because it's like TMI, but we're like on the same peeing schedule. It's really hilarious. Cause like the first time I heard, I was like, "Is there a leak?" I was like in my bed. I was like, "Is there a leak in my bathroom?" And then I realized that no, it's just them peeing. You know, everything's connected in apartment buildings. So, and I'm on the bottom floor. So, yeah, fun facts. All right, that's really pretty as a blush. I'm really happy with the way my skin is looking. We are officially done with skin, and we're gonna move on to brows and eyeshadows. So for my brows, yeah, I know, right? LOL. It's just, you know, apartment life. It doesn't really bother me. It's just in case you were wondering what that sound was. For my brows, you already know. I love Big Frida. You already know that it's the Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. You already know. And I use black, brown, whatever I got really. I'm not really picky. I'm very laid back and I like to make things work. I'm a problem solver, not a problem creator. I'm also not a complainer. So I think this is black though. And I just really love this because it's super long lasting. It's not as small a tip as like Anastasia Brow Wiz, but it's not as big as like the brow definer. It's like right in the middle. To me, it looks very natural because it does the same thing. Like I can get really small strokes with it. And depending on how much pressure you apply, it can look more natural or more bold and intense. And I'm just literally following the natural shape of my brow. As you can see, like, I mean, look in the short amount of time, like how much of a difference this has made. And y'all know I don't clean up my brows with concealer and all that. I feel like that's extra. And I don't really need it because I have very thin brows, as you can see naturally. So there's nothing to clean up. Like, it would be my mistake that I'm cleaning up because I don't really have hair on my brow like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just carefully go and fill it in, following my natural shape. Like I said, do what's best for you. And that's one brow done. Boom. So it's like you don't have to take all the steps that other people do. And when I do my brides, if they don't have dark circles, I don't put concealer on them either. And not a single person like complained or asked, why aren't you putting concealer on me? Because in reality, like, I feel like just don't do things you don't have to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if like for me, if I wanted to buy a house, it's just me and my dog. Why would I buy a 5-bedroom house? That's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Unless that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? But like just keep it simple. I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people who are trying to get into makeup or like feel like they're not good at it. Well, it's like, well, what steps are you taking? How are you making it simple and maximizing what you're doing for you and your face and your needs? It doesn't have to be complicated to be good or to work. You can skip steps that you don't need and still get like the same sort of look or the same sort of effect. So just keep that in mind. Because I had someone message me about the work I did on the brides, or I keep saying the brides, for the wedding party. I should start saying that. And they were like, wow, I'm like really impressed. You know, they are a complete opposite skin tone of you, yet they look so good. And they were like, I was like, I just keep it simple and I start with a little and add more. That's another thing when you're dealing with other people, because sometimes people can't put into words exactly what they want. Like they kind of can, so don't go overboard at the beginning. Like just start soft and build it up. They'll tell you if they want it to be more intense. They'll tell you if they want you to add black eyeshadow on the outer V. Like just start soft and then you can make it more intense. And also I feel like a lot of people think that full coverage can't be natural. Honestly, I feel like this look I have right now is very natural. Like if I just put on like a lip gloss, this is a natural look because I don't have too much color going on. I would have on no eye makeup. It's very simple. So we're just going to bump it up to like soft glam because that's more of my style. I really like soft glam. I don't like full beat with contour and all that. That's not really me. I like more of soft glam. So yeah, that was my little spiel. Why was I even talking about that? I don't even remember. So now my brows are done. Sometimes I do like to set them or go over them with an older mascara, like an old mascara, to kind of like set the hairs in place. Oh gosh. Excuse me, I literally just had like a lump of cold, sinus, wait, mucus, sinus. Mucus just come up, that was nasty. Excuse me though. Such is life, living in the South. But I feel like my brows look good like this and I don't want them to be any darker. Like I said, I don't really have much hair. So we're gonna leave the brows just like they are. We need to move on to the eyes. And for my eyes today, we're gonna be going into the Do It for the Gram palette from Beauty Bakerie. Why not just forget? This whole video is basically about the Jouer foundation and Beauty Bakerie products that I've used. So far, I'm really enjoying both. Like, the foundation looks so good. Oh my gosh, I wish you were here to see it. But this is what the packaging looks like of the palette. Do It for the Gram. It's all like food-based, Beauty Bakerie. So it's all about food. Which I love. I love food. So there's 12 eyeshadows in here. There's foil, matte, and duochrome powdered ice cream shades. Oh, you get Beauty Bakerie, beautybakerie.com. You can get it online. You can also follow them on Instagram. They also have YouTube, Twitter, all that if you want to like see more of their products and see tutorials and videos and things like that. I ordered it online. If you live in Southern California, I think they do have retailers that sell their products. Wow, I'm struggling. 6:08. Ooh, girl, we gotta go. I try and leave by 6:30 at the latest. So here are the shades. Very, very pretty. We're gonna, ooh, this bright yellow is calling my name, but not for today. We're gonna keep it simple for today. We're gonna keep it simple. So since I don't know what color dress I'm gonna wear, we're gonna take this shade. They don't have names. This shade right here. It's like a brown color, like a light shimmery brown. Yes, this palette is beautiful. This texture is different than what I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna take my finger and just apply that to my lid. I can't even see because my there's no mirror on the palette and my phone is kind of far away for me to see. So you're literally just taking my finger, my middle finger, I'm applying this shade to my lids. I normally apply my lid shades with my finger nowadays because I find that to be the fastest method for applying eyeshadow. I do all my crease work with the same brush. I do my lid with my finger. And then if I'm doing something in the inner corner or the lower lash line, I use the same brush for that as well. So 2 brushes and a finger. All I need to complete an eye look. So yeah, this shade is really pretty. It's very neutral. It's a nice shimmer that's not too in your face for the lid. Excuse me. And I mean, you can just see how this is just going to make my eyes pop a little bit more without doing the most and being extra. Because you don't always need to do that, especially when you're in a rush like I am right now. Okay. So I feel like I've got that on my lid. My first impression of these shadows is that they're not as intense as I thought they would be. Like I'm having to kind of really build this shade up on my lid. So we're gonna see how the mattes do, but this shimmer shade in particular, it's like I really had to layer it to build it up to how I want it to look. And the texture is a little bit like dry. I thought it was gonna be creamier just from looking at it, but it's more a little bit drier. Not like the shadows are dry and crusty, but like, you know, like how some shades are more creamy. To finish off this eye look, we're just gonna go in with this matte brown shade right here in the corner. That one. And this number 6 brush from the It's My Rare BH Cosmetics collaboration. When I'm in a rush, I literally just do like a gold or like a light brown shimmer on the lid, or basically any color shimmer on the lid, and then I just define the crease with a deeper brown if I'm in a rush. 2 shadows is really all you need to really do like a full eye look, in my opinion. This brown is kind of not dark enough. Like, it's basically almost the exact same color as my skin, so it's not really showing up like I would like for it to. So I'm gonna try and build it up. Sorry, my nose is running. To see if I can get it to where I want, because I don't really want to bring in any other shades or palettes for this look. I want to do just this one alone. I have an idea though to make it pop some, but I don't want to do that because then, yeah, never mind. Having a conversation with myself out loud. I was gonna say I could add the matte reddish shade to the edges of it so that the brown kind of like pops out more, but I don't want to do that because I don't know what color I'm gonna wear, and this red looks like it's gonna be very warm and red, and I don't really want that. I want a very neutral eye. I do the same thing at school though. I be talking to myself. I'm talking to myself, wait, do we want to do xylophones or is it metallophones, or how many? I don't tell you, but this class has 19 people. If I take out 8 instruments, that means there's going to be a couple people left over. It means I have to do 3 groups instead of 2 groups. And the kids are like, looking at me like, Mr. Ishman, you talking to yourself again? I'm like, it's a sign of adulthood. I feel like all adults talk to themselves, whether it's in private or in front of other people. I don't know, I just need to talk the process out. Sometimes. Just gathering my thoughts. Okay, so, and this palette, honestly, I'm not impressed. I'm a little underwhelmed for the price. I think it was 30 something dollars I paid for the palette. Yeah, it's just okay. Okay, it's just okay, but I mean, I got the look that I need. When I'm in a rush, I normally don't put anything on my lower lash line. Sometimes I don't put anything in my inner corner, but for the sake of the look, we are going to highlight the inner corner using the highlight I used on my face. I might use this as an eyeshadow palette. I've seen Andrea Renee do that. Andrea, she's going by Andrea or Andrea. Can't remember right now. But we're going to take that shade, You're Grounded, the highlight shade I used, and we're going to put that in the inner corner of my eye. I'm not going to put anything on the lower lash line. We'll keep it very soft, subtle, soft glam. Which I love the soft glam palette. That I love Anastasia eyeshadows. But yeah, I probably won't be buying any other eyeshadow palettes from Beauty Bakery, but I am thankful that I did get to support a Black-owned, woman-owned brand. So I'm not mad at it, at my purchase. It's just not my favorite. I might give the palette away to my little sister. Just because I have so many palettes, I have so much makeup, and I have more on the way. It's just like I'm to the point where I need to start kind of decluttering and going through everything before I move this summer, so that I can have a nice, fresh start in my new home, my new apartment. Ooh. Okay, so I just highlighted the inner corners. But yeah, that's like one thing I've been really big on this year is supporting Black-owned businesses. Like, I've bought so much from Black-owned businesses. I've done a couple videos on it already, but like I'm still continuing to support. Even if their product isn't the best, like I'm not mad that I spent my money on it because I supported one of my own people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad, no hard feelings at all. Like I said, I'll just give it to someone else who might get better use out of it, aka my little sister, which is great. Takesha, or do you say Takeshia? Takesha? I would say Takesha. But I don't know, it could be Takeshia because you have the I-S-H-I-A at the end. Look at me being a teacher. Oh, okay. So Takesha or Takeshia at the end. You see what I'm saying with the S-H-I-A? I would say Takesha. That's how I would say it. But yeah, you tell me, because you know, I always tell the kids, if I say it wrong, correct me. I'm not going to get mad. I want to say your name correctly because that's respectful. Even though half of them can't pronounce my name and they call me the wrong name or another teacher's name completely. But, you know, that's besides the point. We're going to put on some mascara. Okay, Takesha. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm on time. It's 6:13. We're going to do the Essence Lash Princess Spa / Effect Mascara. This is one of my favorites. It's really good, guys. It's $4.99, I believe. You can find it at Ulta. But yeah, Essence mascaras are really good. And I got introduced to Essence mascaras from Tati Westbrook, also known as Glam Life Guru. She's one of the first people I've seen review and use Essence mascaras, and they are really nice, especially this one. Just gonna go on with a couple coats. For school, I don't go as like thick and heavy and dramatic as I do for like when I'm working at Ulta, which will be tomorrow. I'll probably try and do another live video tomorrow, depending on how tired I am and how late I wake up. Using some other newer products that I have. And I still need to do some like mini reviews on all the stuff that I've been using and trying out lately. Because there's some stuff that I really, really like that I think is worth the money, and some other things that I'm like, Okay, for lips, I don't know what I want to do for lips. Yesterday I wore Ceci from the Ellery and Ellery and ColourPop collaboration. And I love that shade. It is so pretty. I love it. When I saw it on Too Much Mouth, I was like, that's going to look really good on me. We're almost the same shade and like skin tone, Too Much Mouth and I. She is a little bit deeper than me. Like just a little bit. I feel like we're almost exactly the same though. There's a few people now that I can like use as color matches. I also use Jasmine Rose as a color match. And the owner of Cocoa Swatches, she's like a little bit lighter than me. But yeah, those are like some people I go to for color matches. And there's a couple other people. But yeah, if you're thinking, I'm Fenty 440. We're going to go with that. Like I said, for a color match. I'm really loving the way this foundation looks, guys. I mean, do you see? The highlight's a little blinding. The light is like very bright. I'm trying to like cover it a little bit. My skin looks so good. My lashes look so good. Thank you, mascara. Funny story. I was trying to wear false lashes for the wedding. You guys know I don't really wear false lashes like that. Unless it's a special occasion. I was like, ooh, let me try and be fancy. Thank you. For this wedding and wear false lashes. And I wanted to try out some of the lashes before I put them on other people to see what they look like on my eyes, you know, to get an idea like how long they are, how dramatic they are, yada, yada, yada. So I put on this pair. I don't remember what they are. And they were like ugly. And they were too long. And I was like, no. So I was trying to trim them, but you're not supposed to trim lashes on your eyes, which I know that. And I accidentally ended up cutting my own eyelashes. So my lashes are a little bit shorter than what they naturally are right now. But you know what? It's okay because it's not too bad. Like you can hardly notice if I didn't tell you. Also putting mascara on the lower lashes. This mascara is great for that because of how skinny the wand is. So yeah, I cut my own lashes. It was hilarious. I was like, wow, did I really just do that? And like, I knew I shouldn't probably have cut them on my eyes, like tried to trim them on my eyes, but I was not thinking that morning. I was just trying to make them look better, and I ended up cutting my own lashes. So my lashes are a little bit shorter than what they naturally are, but they don't look bad. So yeah, that happened. Okay, for lips. I don't know. I've been loving a bold lip lately, but yeah, this look is really pretty. It's like soft glam, you know, nothing too much. I don't really want to do a nude lip, even though I've been really into nude lips, but I also really love red lips. I also really like purple. I also really like green lips, but you know, I like all the colors. This is when you like all the colors and you're not afraid to experiment. It's like, what lip color can I do? Literally the whole rainbow comes to mind. I don't feel like getting up. I've been real lazy lately because I've been tired. So we're going to go with what's in front of me right now. So we are going to, how about we No. We're going to mix this NYX Liquid Suede Metallic Matte Lipstick in the shade Mauve Mist with this Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss in the shade 1993. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yep. I love 1993 from Urban Decay. I feel like it's such a good nude on me. So I'm going to mix these two together because this Mauve Mist shade is a really pretty like pink shade. It's kind of like a nude. But it has that metallic factor to it, so it has something a little extra, like not as boring, it's just plain nude. Thank you. So you see it's a little crackheadish right now. So we're gonna put the gloss on top. I don't really need a liner with it, I don't think. I'm gonna go over the top with the 1993 gloss, which is a little bit deeper. I'm gonna mush the two together. And Nola, she's right here. She just looked at me when I said her name. She's on my bed. I'll show her to you guys before we go. But this is the completed look. Really simple, really soft glam, easy. Yeah, so I need to put some lotion on, put my dress on, put some shoes on, and go to work. I'm eating school lunch. My school lunch is banging at my school. I'm really gonna miss it. They had some orange chicken yesterday and rice with broccoli. It was so good. And then Monday they had pulled pork barbecue sandwiches. I would pay money for the pulled pork barbecue sandwiches. That's how good they were. You know, I'm in the South, in South Carolina, so my cafeteria, those women, it looks a little sketchy sometimes, but when I ask them, like, does it taste good? And they usually get an attitude like, I made it, so it's gonna taste good. I'm like, okay, I trust you. It was so good, man. That orange chicken and the pulled pork barbecue sandwiches, and I don't even like pork like that. It was so good. Okay, let me show you guys Nola, and then I need to get dressed and go. Thank you for rocking with me, watching this video. Hold on, let me turn on the light in here. Oh, here's just my bedroom light, my makeup. As you can see, the foundation is so pretty. The shade is literally spot on. But here's Nola June. Hey, Nola. Hey, pretty girl. Is that my baby Nola? Yeah, Nola. Look at her, guys. She looks very sad, but she's just chilling. Yeah, mommy. Yeah. Is that my baby Nola? Hey, Nola. Usually she wags her tail when I say her name, but she's not. Nola June. Nola. Nola, why you look so sad? Oh, Nola. Is that my Nola? There you go. But yeah. Here's Nola June. Look at that cute face. Look at that pretty face. You want to show your face to the people? Yeah. I love her. Can't wait to get a second dog so she has someone to play with. But yeah, we got to go. Say bye, Nola. Give him a kiss. Mwah. Bye, YouTube. Bye, bye, bye. We got to go.